The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of our Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Today's video is sponsored by the coldest water. Still pretty cold, and I poured this in here about 3 hours ago. But the coldest water is a brand that sells insulated water bottles to feed everyone's needs. If you're a big drinker like me, you may want to get a big bottle, or you have bigger or get smaller. They have something that fits for everyone. They have different sizes, different colors, things to fit your needs. If you're somebody that's lean that needs a lot of water, as I'm constantly working, I'm always outside, I'm exercising, I'm doing a lot of running around. I am a very busy woman. I was about to say I'm a very businesswoman. I am. But I am a very businesswoman. I am my own boss, and that requires me to do a little bit extra more effort for the sake of my brand. And because of that, I tend to forget to stay hydrated sometimes. Mainly because I'm the kind of person that prefers to have cold drinks. I will drink warm water, but I won't be enjoying it. With the coldest water, it does help me out with that so much. Sometimes I tend to forget to put my water in the fridge or whatever, or sometimes I'll leave it sitting out, and the next thing I know, when I'm ready to go drink it, it's warm and I don't want it. But if I have it poured up in the coldest water's water bottle, while it may feel like it's a little warm on the outside, it's ice freaking cold on the inside. I highly recommend the coldest water. I've been using their insulated water bottles for about the last 2 years, and I am not disappointed at all with any of the outcomes. It is worth every penny, okay? If you guys are interested in purchasing from the coldest water and looking at the other products that they provide, I will have the link to their store down below. Thank you guys so much, the coldest water, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's hop back into it. Hey y'all, it's Harriyanna, and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you doing? My name is Harriyanna, and welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harryhook's pirate ship. I am the captain. You are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why? Bring your ear closer to the speaker so you can hear me clearly. Nobody's worthy of being the first mate, but hi, hello. We are here with another art commentary video. I'm really enjoying doing these as I get to work on my comic that I'm making for fun, while also bringing you guys new content to sit and watch and or listen to, because I know a lot of you guys tell me you guys like to listen to me while you draw, so we can draw together. As we are in the age of the reboot, that also means that we're going to be seeing more cartoons being turned into live action movies and shows. And it's not just animation, it's with comic books just as well. Like literally that's what the DC and Marvel comics are doing. And that's what they did with the live action Scott Pilgrim movie. That honestly would have worked out much better if they just made it an animated movie to begin with. As much as we don't like it, they're going to keep making things that are cartoons into live action movies and shows. I wouldn't be surprised in like 5 years they'll make a live action Rainbow High movie, which I low-key don't think would be that bad, because when it comes to cartoon standards, Rainbow High is one of the more realistic looking ones. Animation already gets treated like shit, so it's super annoying when something gets turned into live action and everyone runs to attack how awful it looks instead of just appreciating the cartoon that was there to begin with. Y'all want to know why live action remakes look so terrible? Why we keep having to deal with colorist ass casting and more costumes looking cheap when they really had thousands of dollars put into them? It's because it was never supposed to be live action, okay? It was a cartoon for a reason. I think one of the best examples for this would have to be good old Dr. Seuss. You know, how he's been ruined for all of us after we discovered that he was racist. I'm still hurt by it. But Dr. Seuss, I'm pretty sure that man had no intentions with his books being turned into those 2 live action movies, which will be the only live action Dr. Seuss movies we will ever get, because his family hated those films so much we're not getting any more. And by the way, I love those movies. They're trash, but they're my trash, okay? I'm allowed to have my own hot garbage. Anyway, Dr. Seuss's art style is one that looks very whimsical. No one looks like that in real life. Like, hell, even the fish in the books don't look like real fish. And neither do the fucking trees. You mean to tell me that y'all really thought this was gonna translate well into real life? No, of course it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look off. One thing I noticed when I was watching the 2 live action Dr. Seuss movies is that I was like, wow, this looks kind of awful. It looks very weird. It's like awful in a avant-garde way, but yeah, this ain't chief. Because you wanna know why? Dr. Seuss's books were never intended to be live action. The only thing that those books were intended to be was turned into cartoons. And that's it. Real life was not even an option for these movies. I think out of all the things in these 2 films, the Thing 1 and Thing 2 would have to be the thing that looks the most horrifying. Because you want to know why? Everyone knows who Thing 1 and Thing 2 are. They're the cute little troublemakers from the book, The Cat in the Hat. Yeah, they're adorable in the cartoon. But just because it's cute in a cartoon doesn't mean it will be cute in real life. We have seen this numerous times, and it's gonna keep happening regardless of how much we, the consumer, don't like it. Because you wanna know why? Society values live action more than it does animation. That's just the hard-earned truth, and let me tell you, live action productions get more funding than animated productions. People who work in the live action side of filmmaking make more than those who work in animation. It's kind of sad how many cartoons go the live action route because people don't take cartoons seriously. These producers will see a cartoon that is well loved and think, let me capitalize off of this and make it live action. Let me tell you this right now, y'all little Hollywood producers. Before you make that decision, go to a con. Go to a fan con, go to an anime con, whatever. You'll see how many cartoons will translate into the real world, and you'll see how off it looks. While cosplayers put a lot of effort into their cosplays, they know that at the end of the day, it's still going to be looking funky because it was always intended to be a cartoon. I even noticed with my cosplays. The Miraculous Ladybug cosplays I did with the superhero suits, they look off because it was a cartoon. But you know what? They're not going to do that. And you want to know why? Because y'all don't care about animation. And when I say y'all, I'm not talking about you. If you're on my channel, I'm pretty sure you care about animation. When many people think of cartoons, the first things that pop up in their mind is that it's for kids. It's kind of sad because when you notice when animation is labeled, the cartoons for all ages are just labeled as cartoons. And the cartoons for 18 and up are labeled as adult. This is how so many kids end up watching adult cartoons because people think that just because something is drawn that it's for kids. I kid you not, when I was in elementary school, so many of my classmates were telling me about how their parents allowed them to watch Adult Swim and how they simply didn't care because it was animated, but they weren't really allowed to watch MTV and BET and such and the sorts. Let me tell y'all, I'm currently reading a manga called Midnight Secretary. Mainly because my favorite ship from Miraculous Ladybug is Gabe Nat, and I want more stories like that specific ship. There are drawings in those books that kids should not be looking at. And you want to know something else? I hate when I go to the manga section of a bookstore, and not even just the bookstore, the library. The local libraries do this shit too. And all the mangas are grouped together, not separated by genre. Josei don't need to be next to shonen. And fuck, shonen don't even need to be next to shoujo sometimes. We can sit and complain about how much we don't like these live action remakes of cartoons, but they won't stop because of, you want to know this thing that we need to survive? Money. It's just going to be an endless cycle of excited something that's animated you like is getting a live action remake, seeing the live action remakes looks like ass crack because it was never meant to be live action to begin with. People on the internet drag it. People on the internet hate watch it and then drag it again. The companies make their money back through the hate watching that y'all gave them. And then a sequel is in the works. It's an endless cycle of fuckery. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say for this. I really hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys want to know ways you can support my channel, I have Patreon, I have Buy Me a Coffee, and I have Ko-fi. If you guys do want the link to what I've been working on doing these art commentary videos, I will have the link to it down below. Please be kind. Like I said, I'm still growing as an artist and I'm just doing this for funsies. I also have Ko-fi behind the scenes videos over there, exclusive videos, or you just want to donate. I have Patreon. I have merch at harriyannahook.com. Use code HOTSPOT30 for 30% off your order. And The Progenies, my web series, please check that out. I worked really hard on that, and please donate if you can so we can get back to filming. And last but not least, just follow on everything at Harriyanna, HARRIYANNA. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night. 'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate, just congratulate. Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, 2 of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay.